be willing to laugh at yourself. You're going to find yourself in some situations, and if you can just laugh it off and share it with your friends back home here and laugh it off together, and being able to laugh at yourself in the situations you get yourself into, it's going to get you far.
You should be excited because you're going to learn the things that maybe you thought you weren't good at. You're going to learn that maybe you're not so bad at, and maybe you may be the most qualified person in the community to do it. So not only are people going to be learning a lot from you, but you're going to be learning a lot about yourself.
You may hear or read or think things about Swaziland that make it seem like an easy site, an easy post, not the kind of service you were looking for. And it's true that it's more developed than most of us think of Peace Corps being. But there's a lot of work to be done here. There's a lot of challenges, and emotionally it's probably one of the most draining sites in the world because of the level of grief and loss that we go through.
Like, information on HIV is everywhere. There's billboards, commercials, radio programs, TV programs, and people kind of are tired about hearing about it. So maybe that's something you can think about right now before you come here. How do we get to people, and how do we make it new and make it something people are passionate about and realize what's going on, because we become so used to it. We all know people that have died. We may or may not talk about it. There's still stigma. How do we get past that and make people realize that it's something that we each individually have to do to take care of for our community, within ourselves, and for Swaziland, because at least 1 in 4 people have HIV in this country.
One piece of advice that I do have for you is to stick it out. So it takes a really long time to get integrated and to figure out exactly what your job is going to be. So my advice to you would be, even if you come here and you don't really like it or it's not what you expected, stick it out through training and stick it out through integration, and then give it a couple months, 5 months after you move to your site. If you're still really not happy, then I would say that maybe you won't be happy in Swan. But it takes that long to figure out what you're going to be doing, and if you're going to be happy doing it, and if it's going to be anything like what you expected. It takes a long time to figure that out. So don't give up.
Alright, last word of advice is don't push yourself too much. A lot of people come here with these, save the world, pie in the sky, Anthem move the rubber tree plant expectations, and it's just slow and it's hard. I mean, god damn it, it is hard. So, be patient with yourself. Remember that you're not going to see 95% of the impact that you have.
Last word of advice is just be really patient. Learn how to sit still, to sit back and slow down and relax, and just fall into line with the way of life. And when that happens, time is just going to fly right by you. And before you know it, you're going to be wondering what you're doing when you go home. It's just a wonderful experience if you can just sit and be okay with just sitting. I mean, you'll get stuff done too. Just sit, and that's the best thing, is just being there.
Time is going to move really quickly when you're over here. So if 2 years seems like a gargantuan a commitment or like a period of time to be away from family and friends, you realize once you're over here that it moves really quickly. You make some fantastic friendships, and you can definitely enjoy this service to the most.
This is a great adventure that you are embarking on. It's like nothing that you will ever experience ever again, and it's nothing. You can't even prepare yourself for it. You just have to get here, and you just have to be here for a while, and simply live in another culture. You can read every book, you can scour the internet for information about Swaziland and about Peace Corps life, but it's not going to prepare you enough until you actually come here. And give it time. Training can be difficult, integration can be difficult, your first few months can be difficult, but then again, down the line, month 19 can be difficult. Things happen on a day-to-day basis that can either be rewarding or challenging for you. You have to decide what you want to make it, and that's what your Peace Corps experience will be, what you choose it to be.